Hey guys, welcome to Living Life with Jerry and Mel. Well, I have started thinking about the upcoming deer season. It's already August, and I'm just now starting to get prepared. Last year I had already got all of my stuff prepared. I got a lot of work done down at the cabin, but this year I'm really far behind. Maybe that bodes well for my batteries. Maybe if I don't charge them up too soon, I'll be okay. Mosquitoes are bad out here. Wow. But anyway, I'm going to set up a feeder down in this area. But I just noticed this dead pine, and it actually was knocked out from that tree there. I think it was dead before, but you know, we've had some storms here lately. It's crazy. You know, I've been going through my stuff, trying to get prepared. I start looking at my motors, you know, that go on to the feeder. I start looking at my dead battery for my ATV. I look at my ATV, you know, it's sitting down there with the seat off because it don't have a battery. My trailer, I need to check the tires in it. My chainsaws, you know, just start looking at all this stuff, my clothes, my hunting paraphernalia, all of that stuff. And just quite honestly, it got me to thinking, here I am, I'll be 62. What's going to happen to all this stuff when I'm gone? It's not a fun topic to think about, but it is something you have to think about, right? So I started thinking, you know, what happened to my dad's stuff? What happened to my grandpa's stuff? Well, I think I'm gonna find a place to sit down first. All right, yeah, I know that I'm kind of shaded out here, but it's 90-something degrees out here, so I'm gonna find a shady spot. So, you know, I know that when someone passes away, they leave behind a lot of stuff. Property, money, that's all something that people like, right? But what happens to all the other stuff? You know, what about just all the stuff? When my grandpa died, we went to his house, a house that he bought back in the late 30s or early 40s. He paid about $2,000 for this house. And my dad inherited it. He sold it at that time, over 20 years ago now. And, you know, my grandfather probably didn't have but a couple of $1,000s to his name in that house. And then, of course, when my dad sold it, he got a little extra on it. But everything else in that house, you know, the furniture, it was old school type furniture that, you know, really nobody wanted. It was old freezers that were full of food. You go in there and look, and some of the dates were 6 years old. Probably 250 mason jars of food that could be up to 10 years old. Nobody wanted. Clothes, old tore up, broken down, wore out underwear, socks. Nobody wanted. So we spent about 2 days going through everything in that house, and what couldn't be given away, we ended up putting in garbage bags and throwing it away. It just went in the trash. And then thinking about when my dad passed away, I ended up with everything that he had, because nobody else wanted it in the family, but I didn't want my mom just to throw it away. So I got it and brought it to my house, and it was in garbage bags. For the longest time, I went through it a little at a time, and then one day we just did a spring cleaning because hell, you couldn't even walk in our basement. It was so packed with stuff. And I went through it all. And what I couldn't give away to family, or what we couldn't just take over to Goodwill, I put it in trash and threw it away. You know, it'd been in my basement for 10 years. I didn't want to part with it, but, you know, eventually it had to be, something had to be done with it, right? You know, something you don't want to think about. So I started looking through my stuff today, and it hit me. I know what happened to my grandfather's stuff. I know what happened to my dad's stuff. What's going to happen to my stuff? Well, I'll tell you what, if my kids are smart, what they don't want, what they can't give away, what they can't give to Goodwill that somebody could use, you know, if it's something like that, then just throw it away. It's not going to hurt my feelings. But I think before that happens, I need to do something myself to thin out the herd. I mean, I've got so many things, clothes, coats, hats, shoes, boots, hunting paraphernalia, just junk that I've accumulated, you know, and you think about it, at one time that was pretty important. It was important enough for me to get it and then to keep it. When we did that spring cleaning, this is going to sound crazy. This wasn't all my dad's stuff. This was our stuff. Me and Mel took 9 truckloads of stuff to the dump, and it just got trashed. We took 6 or 7 truckloads of stuff over to Goodwill and donated that. Yeah, that was stuff that could be used. Most of the stuff was thrown away, but we kept so much stuff. We got boxes, we got these plastic bins with lids. We put everything we didn't want to throw away or get rid of, and we put in those bins. Now, 5 years later, that stuff's still sitting in the basement in those bins, and guess what? The areas that we cleared out have now started accumulating more stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is this happening to you? So I think one of the things that we're going to have to do is start clearing out this stuff. I used to be a guitar player, still play some guitar, you know, but I've got at least 8 amplifiers. I've got a PA system. I've got 8 or 9 guitars. You know, at some point, I've got to start thinning the herd. So I'll probably figure out a way to start getting rid of some of this stuff. Anyway, I'm just getting my journey started today to get all my batteries charged, to get some feeders set up. Like I said, I'm going to set one up down here, and I'm going to go through my trail cams and make sure they're working. And hopefully here pretty soon I'll have a video of me doing that, and maybe some videos coming up of getting back down to the cabin, that's really the type of thing that I want to do on this channel. Just can't really do it in the summer, so I put out some talking head videos, and I'm not a talking head. Anyway, tell me in the comments if this kind of stuff happens to you. You know, is your basement full? Do you have no more room in your house? If you were to go through your cabinets, is there pans, plates, anything like that that's stuck in there, maybe towards the back, that hasn't been used in years? Do you have stuff in boxes that you don't even know what's in there? I know one thing that I've got in a box. I saw it the other day. I've got a laptop computer I bought in 2000. Yep. So it's 26 years old. Has state-of-the-art 56K telephone modem built in. It's useless. Why am I hanging on to that? You know, that's just one thing. Anyway, hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to this. If you like this video, if any of this if you know what I'm talking about, hit the like button, hype us, subscribe to our channel so you can catch some more stuff. Maybe me putting up this feeder, or getting down and working at the cabin again. Hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you next time on Living Life with Jerry and Mel. Take care.